Welcome to the show that's looking to evolve faster than a Pokemon trainer trying to get a clip. I'm your host, Sarango, and this is Smash Talk. Today we're talking about the Gallant Gaming Melee Open and Gridiron Gaming. Later, we're going to be checking out some clips submitted by you and getting a throwback to the time before COVID where we could cheer for our homies. Now please welcome our special guest to the show, Vicious Vish.
Everybody, welcome. Welcome, Vish. Welcome. How are you doing today, brother?
I'm good. I was not expecting a standing ovation for the start of this interview, but I appreciate it. I like that energy. I like it.
Well, what more can be expected from a triple threat combo? I mean, you are a mechanical engineer, you are a commentator, and recently you topped, you hit 9th place at the Gallant Gaming Melee Open?
That's right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Tell me a little bit about your journey through the Gallant Gaming Open. I mean, it was an incredible event, held over 2 days, lots of different Melee content, and you just crushed it, man.
Originally, I was supposed to do commentary for Top 64. I guess it's good that I got some results based on the practice, but Kevin was really nice enough to find other people to take over some of my commentary blocks as I was able to make that run. So it was definitely a fun experience. Being able to play instead of commentate, that's always like a good problem to have.
What do you think about Hungrybox winning the event and now being the online major champion? Do you think that holds a lot of value, or do you think that, because Mango was like, oh yeah, good job, you won a Wi-Fi thing, but like I feel like with Slippy and the rollback that Melee has, there's a lot of legitimacy to the skill that's placed online.
There's still a lot of weight behind it, especially with Hungrybox not having too stellar of a performance online towards the later half of 2020. Mm-hmm. I think getting that victory was very, very good for him. And he had to beat a lot of players that pushed him to the edge. There was plenty of Game 5 sets throughout the entire tournament for him to get that victory. And even his pop-offs throughout the tournament were amazing, by the way. I don't know if you have any of those, but...
Yes! Yes! I fucking did it! I fucking did it!
He's been a competitor for so long, and a lot of us are getting older. I mean, I'm an old man compared to most of the FGC and esports industry at this point. But to see people that are getting older still able to hold that crown...
I think right now it's way more like top 10, top 15 kind of area. But like the people that are still at the top are still like Mango, we have Zane, So there's some newer-ish players like IBDW is up there too. We have Wizrobe None. So I think like the online era is definitely different, and it definitely like fun to watch because you'll see players just kind of like pop out of seemingly nowhere because they've been grinding so much, but you don't really see too many of them entering tournaments, but they're just a lot more hours are being put into the game. So it's definitely a fun time to be a Melee fan.
I never thought I'd say this, but Melee's not going to die, man. Not with so many passionate people.
If last year was any indicator, I think, last year, this year, there's no way. There's too many dedicated people that just keep injecting more and more content into the scene.
And you know who else does that? The leader of Good Morning Melee, Mr. Kevin Deere.
That's right.
This man, out of nowhere, started his own esports company, Gallant Gaming, and then put on the most successful major tournament of 2021 so far. What did you think of the show matches? The Zane versus Mango, and then the Amza versus Shinsuke.
Oh man, those were really good. Those were actually very good. Specifically, I like the Amsa one because we just don't really get to see too much of Amsa in this Slippy era. He was very prevalent in in-person events, right? Mm-hmm. But that one was really good. The level of play is still very high in Japan, so it was nice to see some of that, which we have missed a little bit in the online era. The Mango Zane one is also really fun, right? Because we get to see them play in those kinds of matches. At least Mango does versus Axe every single Wednesday.
Well, much love to Kevin Deere for putting on a Gallant Gaming and starting Good Morning Melee and helping contribute to that. I know he wants to continue doing content, so make sure you go check out Good Morning Melee.
Yeah, the guy's a legend. He's done so much for the community. I mean, the fact that he can just make a esports company like that, and like you said, just make such a good major to start off 2021.
Boom,
What a homie.
with just a snap of his fingers, everyone comes together and is like, yes, dear, we will make this happen. Yes, dear, you can have it. Yes, dear. Okay.
That fits too well. Wow, I never made that connection. That meme is perfect for Kevin.
Stay up to date with the Gallant Gaming news by tuning into their socials that'll be in the description down below. We'll be right back after a special announcement from our sponsors.
Hello friends, I'm here with an exciting announcement to talk to you today about FanFit Gaming and how they have come on board for TGS Game Plus for the month of February through March, as we have a little bit of a weird release schedule. The prize pack is incredible, so let's take a look at that. First up, we're going to be getting a Discord neon light with a giant mousepad and a very cool collectible pin from FanFit Gaming. Entering super easy, we've included a link below, or you can just check out tgs.gg/fanfitgaming. Now, entries are super simple. Just follow the link, click the buttons, and you're entered. There's no need to register any other fancy things, so click away. So friends, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and you're following both of us on social media to be officially entered to win. That's the only way we're gonna do it. We'll be vetting entries as well. So friends, good luck and good gaming.
Gridiron Gaming is a new entity that has popped up, bringing retired NFL and esports players together to connect, learn, and compete. I know you've seen them posting events with Pandarian, Big D, and other top players together in competition with insane prize pools and unique game rules. Though you probably know them for their famous esports poses.
I think the traditional media definitely has a place in esports. And if we can put a little bit more attention on these things, we can find more companies that are willing to breathe funds and entertainment into the esports industry. I think we're really starved as a whole of esports to be able to get that mainstream media punch to be able to push us forward.
It is cool to see something like Gridiron Gaming develop a little bit more, and hopefully we'll see more of it. I like you said, I've only seen like a few posts here and there. I know that Blast Zone does the commentary typically every single week, and it's always nice to have the different rule sets like you're talking about, because I think, you know, tournaments are great and they're a lot of fun, but I think there's also like quite a bit of tournaments happening right now. So doing something a little bit different is always a welcome change of pace.
Different is always better. Always.
Always. No, variety is good for sure. And I mean, just having the solid TriCast commentary that they do with Coney, TK, and EE, that's always entertaining. So they can make anything entertaining.
They're just good, entertaining people, like as individuals, and then when you put them together, it's like the Triforce. They just pop off. It's amazing.
No, they're great. Actually, TK and EE did one skit for Summit where they pretend to be commentating every single like kind of aspect. I think it's the BTS channel, and basically just like walking around the venue, like commentating the TO, writing down the results, and then they're in the bathroom commentating on them peeing next to each other.
Shoutouts to Gridiron Gaming for doing what they do best. They have a blog and a podcast for their weekly events, so make sure to check out their website for all the updates at gridirongaming.gg. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Word. Yeah. Yeah.
If you're like me, you've watched clips and combos from people like professional players or just local people trying to get a little bit of that sweet, sweet clout.
What makes a play constitute as clip-worthy, in your opinion?
I mean, if you do something in tournament versus doing something in friendlies, I think there's like a difference. Like, wow, you did that under pressure, or under like certain sets of circumstances. I always think that's a little bit more hype.
Right.
Any kind of character that doesn't get too much exposure, I think would also be interesting to see them have like a pop-off worthy clip. And then I guess just I always like seeing the players' reactions. I think when a player pops off, I think that always adds to the hype of a clip. And of course the combo itself has to be really spectacular. I think that goes without saying.
There has to be like, do you think commentators help in making a clip worthy, or should you be able to watch a clip with no sound and have it be hype?
I think the clip should be able to stand alone on its own.
Okay.
The clip should be able to be good enough to where, like, if you're looking at it just specifically for the combo or whatever the clip is about, I think it should be able to stand alone. But the commentary helps a ton. There's
Right.
definitely some clips that are made because of the commentary, right? So I think having both is always good. If you have like really sick commentators on top of it, it does make any clip a lot better.
We're going to go through and we're just going to watch some of these clips as they come out. This is a little bit of a Smash 4 throwback.
Ooh. What? Oh wow, that was really tricky. She's a really good Sheik edge guarding.
Yeah, Sheik is hype, bro. Like, she just sucks.
Sheik is hype.
But she-
For sure.
Here we got an amazing Wolf Ditto. And we all know what happens whenever you get touched once by Wolf. It's over, dude.
Yeah, that's just it. Man, that's a
That
good
was-
comeback.
you-
That's clutch. That's clutch. 123%.
Yeah.
Oh no. They lived? Oh no.
No, they didn't. No.
Ooh. Oh,
Dude,
poor,
that heavy
poor
punch.
Bowser. Oh. Nice. Oh wow. The
Oh.
3 Pokemon combo? That's
Right, here we go again. Up air. Level 2
wow.
Shoryuken.
jeez.
Or just being able to do something about it.
Ooh. Oh wow. That's a quick 3-piece.
So he's getting comboed.
Yeah, Luigi is so good at reversals. Dang. Ooh. Oh man. That makes sense. Ooh. Oh no! They were at 0, right? Oh. Yeah. Dang. Wow.
Sometimes they do be like that.
It was so early. Let's go! Oh no! That's the best. That's the best clip. That's the best clip. The pacifist combo.
Let's go!
Hey, let's go!
Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Hello, everyone. We're here at the famous Cash Street NW gas station. Yeah! Let's go!
Can I get a let's go? Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go!
Now it's time for everyone's favorite part. This is where we highlight Mr. Vicious Vish with the lovely InterVishal.
We're all blessed to have you participating in not only Smash Talk, but the rest of the things that you participate in, the tournaments that you go to, that you commentate, the melee scene that you help
Topics.
perpetuate. It's amazing.
Oh, bars.
Yeah, what can I say? We'll worry about the album a little bit later. Do you still remember your first tournament way back when?
Oh man, I remember it because it had a couple of legendary players for Melee. Isaiah was at the first tournament I went to for Melee.
What?
And-
Was it just
and
like
that
a
was,
weekly?
one of my
Like
favorite-
a weekly, or did you find some big event to go to for the first time?
It was a month. I want to say it was a monthly.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was the Pink Godzilla monthly tournaments that they had back in the day.
I love
Yeah.
it. Shout outs to whoever
Just like a-
organized that and came up with the name.
Just ran out of like a game store type deal.
Oh, sweet.
And then just happened to be there. So I remember that pretty well. And then some of the top ranking Washington players were also there, like Silent Wolf and I want to say Bladewise or DJ Combo, the top level players at the time in Washington,
Yo.
ranked 3 or 4 or something like that. Yeah, so I do remember it pretty well.
0-2?
I did not go 0-2 actually.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank you.
impressed. My first tournament, I went 0-2.
That's okay though. I think going 0-2 is totally fine.
It's
because-
humbling. 0-2ers make up the most part of the tournament.
Yeah.
Pander to your 0-2ers, everybody. Hand out some raffles.
sure.
Give out chocolate bars. Make an amateur bracket. We need those people.
Amateur brackets are great.
They're the best, by far.
And then they also like the ladder format. I think is really good for people lower level players too, because you just get to have so many more matches.
Right, and they all have that like pressure. Like, please, can I win one? I really want to win one. So, Vish, you started 2009. You played regionally. You went to a couple of amazing tournaments with the Washington homies, traveling around. Do you remember which ones that you went to?
Yeah, my first. I want to say my first. I hope I'm remembering this right, but my first out of state tournament was Mango Juice,
Ooh.
which was a tournament based around Mango. At the time, they had kind of tournaments based around certain players, like Don't Go Down There Jeff, and then for Silent Spectre. So they would each have like a rule of theirs that would kind of govern the whole tournament. I think for Mango Juice, the rule was that you cannot ban Dreamland because that was his counterpick, his strongest counterpick at the time.
Okay, that's cool. I really like the idea of placing tournaments around top players because it kind of perpetuates this, like, you know, everyone's trying to defeat Mango anyways, but now the focus is on Mango, so everyone is even more invested in that storyline. It's like, is he going to win his own tournament, right?
Right. I think it adds a lot of flavor to each tournament too, because I think, you know, each tournaments try to have like their own flavor and style, but this just kind of, you know what the tournament is about, you know, like I think Mango has had like a few other tournaments called the Mango in recent history. So
If mango was a flavor, what would it be? And you can't say mango.
what? That's tough. I can't say what? A pineapple.
No, why?
I don't know. I tried to think of another yellowish fruit.
So you went on this grind, and then in 2013, you became ranked as a top 100 player in Melee. Was there like a breakout performance that happened that really pushed you over the top, you think? Or was it just, you know, average placings and the echelon of like the top 100 not being so tough? Or were you an incredible player at that time?
There definitely were a few tournaments that I did pretty decently at, but I think I was just kind of known at the time. I think the community was a little bit more like, it was easy to know who the strong players were at the time, you know?
Yep.
But yeah, I think just consistency definitely helps a lot in rankings like that. So I never placed outside like 65th or something, you know, I never got like a crazy low.
Right, so they look across the
ranking at the
board
time.
at everything you went in. They're like, oh, you got like 65th the entire time. Like, he's definitely top 100.
That's pretty fair. I think if you entered enough tournaments and you placed around there, it's a pretty safe assumption.
You started off in Washington. Now you're in Cali with the family, but you're also still commentating. I mean, you commentated for the Gallant Melee Open. Are you still doing active commentary for other large events?
Yeah, I think I still do a little bit. Last year I did Pound Online. Last year I did also like the 5 days of Melee. They had tournaments just going on during that time. I think I'm doing a little bit less than what I did in 2019. I think, like, you know, there's definitely a different feeling with doing it online versus doing it in person. But I think the online play has been so nice and so stellar that I've been kind of maybe focusing a little bit more on the playing side of it as opposed to the commentating side of it.
Because you could just like go ahead and participate in the tournament instead of like going there and not commentating and then bustering out. Well, not bustering out, but like not going all the way and not being involved in that ending ceremony where you might be able to commentate. Now you're like you're doing really well in the tournament and you don't have to leave the comfort of your home. So it doesn't feel like a waste if you're like, oh, I busted out at like 150th, whatever. Like, I'm just going to go grab waffles with my mom. Like, it's cool.
You know, it's a great time to play. I think online definitely gives you a lot of luxury. Like you said, you can just do whatever. Like I have my cat just like watching a lot of my tournament sets and whatnot here.
You commentate Ultimate, Melee, and you've commentated Pokken. Are we missing anything on that list?
I've done random other stuff. Like during the summit events, they'll have little kind of like side event things that are not specifically Smash related.
Like Werewolf and other games like that?
Yeah. So they have Mafia. They've had Mario Party. They've had Plup makes a pair of jorts.
You did commentary for Plup making...
Yeah, that's exactly as ridiculous as it sounds.
Oh, he's going with the high thigh approach. I like what he's doing there. It's kind of dangerous.
That is actually pretty close to what we did.
Yeah.
And then I've also commentated Hugs shaving his legs for charity. That's online somewhere there. So aside from gaming, those are the things I've done.
You have quite a diverse portfolio, if I must say.
Yeah.
One more amazing thing to be able to talk about with Vish. One of the only commentators I know with his own commentator reel. Do you want to touch base on that? Did Monster Tipper let you know that he was about to make this video, or was this like a passion project?
No, I think this was definitely like well known. I think you know, we had been talking about it a little bit, and so it was not like a surprise or anything like that. But it is still very nice that it was made. It's nice to have a reel like that. Shout outs to Monster Tipper. They also do a lot of like kind of highlight reels for just Smash commentary in general. So it was nice to be one of the videos there.
You look gorgeous. I have to know, what is your self-care routine?
Oh man. So I've only had this longer hair for the duration of the pandemic, but having it, I feel like I've been trying to do way more hair care routine type stuff. So I use like leave-in conditioner. I'll use like a special protein shampoo. The leave-in conditioner is like really, really solid. It's so easy and it adds so much. That's something I definitely only learned in like the last 5-6 months. So
well, because like you wash your hair
nice.
And then it becomes frizzy for a couple days until your natural grease starts working through it. But you put the leave-in conditioner after you wash and you don't get that frizzy days and you look great all the time. Do you do any sort of fitness routines? Do you take care of yourself physically?
Unfortunately, I was way better about it pre-COVID, but oh man, I mean, I still go on like walks and things like that, but not anywhere near what I used to do. I do a little bit of training at home, but it's nothing to brag about.
All right,
nothing.
We'll work on that.
Nothing really. There.
I kind of want to like stamp, just like you. Shame. Do better.
Shame? You're gonna put a big shame stamp on me? Wow. What the hell?
I'm an incredible advocate for physical fitness now because it has helped me emotionally a lot, become more stable and deal with a lot of my emotions and stress. And not only that, but like when I'm playing, my skill level has increased since I've started working out because my brain is less stressed. If you want to hit top 8 at the next Gallant Melee Open, get that routine. Get a little this, a little bit of that.
I think physical health definitely has a huge impact on your mental health, and also even in terms of just competition, it's definitely very, very important.
Thank you so much for spending so much time with us today. I appreciate,
of course,
your energy. I appreciate your commentary. I appreciate getting to know what you do for your hair because I might take that. And honestly, yeah, I'm really happy to have you on the show here today.
No, thank you for having me, man. That was a lot of fun. That was definitely a lot of fun. It's nice to be able to chat with you.
Well, guys, this wraps up another episode of Smash Talk. Remember to follow our social media to be part of any future episodes and smash that like button so I know that you're enjoying yourselves. Good luck, have fun, and stay gaming, gamers.